let me take you a quick tour about my virtual lasting journey. First of all, I just want to tell you how my life before virtual lasting. Um, I've been working for 11 years, but suddenly, because of the economic crisis, the company that I used to work with suddenly closed, and that was year 2013. So since then, I became a full-time housewife. So at first, it was really hard because I was used to going to the office and really have a time for myself. It's a different world to be stuck in the house. Not that um, that I love my children less, but it's also nice to have like a me time for yourself. It's hard to explain, and nobody would really understand what you've been going through those times since 2013 and up till now. You still question that I'm a college graduate, but I'm just stuck at home. And there's a lot of questions going on in your mind. Like, is this really my purpose? Something like that. So you feel a little depressed about yourself, that you're not worthy as a person. There's an emptiness inside you that nobody could understand what you're going through, but only yourself. And it's only yourself who has the ability to fight that kind of sadness, or let me say a kind of little depression, because you've been working for so many years and suddenly you've been at home for the past years. So since then, I try to spend more time with my kids, do a lot of household chores, because I was also forced to stop working also because nobody would take care of the kids. So um, so it's my day-to-day routine would require a lot of time, like taking care of the kids, playing with them, and doing washing the clothes, doing the cooking and all. It's not that you're complaining, but still something's lacking. Like you, for personal growth, you still long for something. And until I found virtual lasting through a friend, and it made me fulfilled in such a way. Even though I'm just a trainee, I've learned a lot. And whether whether or not that I get a job out of it, I'm still thankful, because now I was able also to enjoy the stress. It's a good stress because you have to meet deadlines, and you have also to be creative, which is what I like also. It's a fun stress, good and a fun stress. But at the same time, you've learned the things, the platforms that you don't normally encounter. So during this journey, for day one, before going to that um, live live discussion, I was really nervous. Like the feeling that I will have an interview, even though it's just viewing it, viewing the online tutorial. So it's something. I'm scared at that time, the first day, and it's crazy. I don't know what's going on to me, because the feeling is having your first interview. So what we had with day one was data mining and lead generation, wherein you will be asked to look for 100 real estate companies. And then you got going to get their numbers, their email address, their addresses. And to be honest, I had a hard time. Like it was my first time again to really use the computer for so long. And what was so funny was I'm not familiar with Google spreadsheet. I'm more of the Excel type, the Word type, which we use in the office. So, and it's also time consuming because you really have, since you have to meet the deadline, and you at the same time you have to do the chores. So it took me a while. Like for me, it was like forever. I to get 100 real estate companies. I took about 6 hours to do that, but it's fun. As I've said, it's a good stress. It's my first time to, it's like going to the office and doing some chores that you have to meet a deadline. So it's a fun stress for me, being able to use the computer again. And then for day two, we had content marketing, in which we were asked to have a 500 word article and to talk about a given product, your chosen product, I mean. And then it was it was quite funny how you could not think too much about not going overboard or overthink that 500 word article. Can I do that? So it's a question, but we were able to do it as well. And then we were able also for day two, we're asked to do Canva ads, and which is so fun because it was my first time also to learn about Canva. And usually in my previous office, it was Photoshop, but I'm not really good at Photoshop too, but I'm knowledgeable. So I don't know that there was a Canva thing that you can just drag and drop. And it was easier compared to Photoshop. I know that Photoshop has a lot of elements into it, that it's more detailed. But if you're just just want an easier one to make good layouts, Canva can also do that. And then I also had Powtoon. I'm still in the learning. I know I can do more about Powtoon. And the Powtoon, I probably suck about it because I was trying to meet the deadline. I need to pass it. And probably I didn't explore much on the Powtoon because I lack the time, to submit it. But it was fun. But probably after this journey, I would really take time to learn about Powtoon. And then for the day three, I had monetization, for the affiliate marketing, the email marketing. We learned about how other companies that we receive sometimes in our emails, about the promos. And then now I learned that you can do that in MailChimp. And then for day four, we had Facebook marketing. Facebook marketing, I had a fun here. We had a social media strategy, the social media calendar, because you cannot just post and post stuff in your Facebook and then there's no really content to it. So how can you convert it into money? So you really have to think about it and then plan. That's why you need the social media calendar for it. And then we were also asked to make our own page for the chosen product that you choose, and then make 5 different contents about it. And then for day 5, we had Instagram marketing, which for me it was fun. And then we were asked to make also an Instagram marketing plan and make 9 posts on it. And then also to out of the post, you have to make 30 hashtags to have followers. And for day 6, we had real estate VA, how to be a real estate VA. We had brochures, flyers, calling cards out of Canva, and it was fun, really fun. And then for day 7, we were also asked to have Facebook ads, which is, if you have a business, could also help you with the business on how to really um, have your ads converted, like converted in such a way that you'll get sales into it, an ad that would really attract your possible or the prospective clients. And also for day 8, we had e-commerce part. There's a part 1 and part 2 for e-commerce because it's really a broad topic to discuss with. We were asked to have a product research about 50 items. With that, um, we compare Amazon, we get products from Amazon, and then try to research products in Alibaba or AliExpress. So there you would see the price, the difference, how Amazon is way more expensive, in which you can get less if you buy bulk in Alibaba. And then for day 9, it was the e-commerce part 2. And then for day 10, it's about automation plus Pinterest. And for me, I've learned also a lot from Pinterest because before I just use it for quotes and for posting. Now I can do Pinterest for myself. And then we were asked to make a profile, or all of the things that we made during the training. We're supposed to post it in our Pinterest. And now for day 11, it's chatbot using ManyChat and ChatFuel. Personally, I like this day of training because it made me realize, before I thought it's like a robot doing all those how can I help you when it pops into your messenger. So I thought it was like a programming stuff that hard to do, but but ideally you can also do it on your own without being a computer science graduate. It's fun. And then for day 12, we're supposed to do Filmora and be able to edit all the videos. So during this process, it's really, it's a happy stress, I would say. And because you have to balance your time, do the chores, and at the same time do your homework, and but still you feel thankful for being able to do that balance, for being able to uplift yourself, I guess, and uplift and learn a lot. And you've also gained friends through this process, through this journey. So whatever it takes me, I'm glad that I was able to, or I'm still a trainee, I'm still doing the process still, but I'm really thankful and blessed that I've been through this journey. And I hope you also try it. It's also for your, whatever your purpose is. Either you want to have a job or you just want to gain knowledge. It's really helpful to be equipped with the new trends, with the new platforms out there. So every day is a challenge, every day is a learning process. It's really up to you how you do better in those things that they've discussed with you, trained. It's how you make yourself be better. So I hope I was able to share you my knowledge, my journey, how it feels to be in it. So thank you